Planty, welcome back. It doesn't feel like that long ago we were having conversations with you here at Hewish. You're now back in the door. How does it feel to be back here?
Yeah, really happy to be back. Obviously got back in there with the lads and just looking forward to a game now. Yeah, it can't come fast enough really.
Because obviously things happen really quickly in football. When you got injured and went away, people didn't really understand what was happening at that time. So talk us through the injury, that period. When did you start to realise, this isn't a straightforward injury?
Yeah, it was just a hamstring injury, obviously quite common in football. But I was gutted, ended up doing my rehab at Vale, obviously. So it was just like a 5-week period of rehab, and then did a couple of weeks training with them. And then it was, I just asked the question, can I go back to Yeovil? And the answer was yes, so here I am.
Was it always at the back of your brain that you wanted to come here? You wanted to see out the project for this season?
Yeah, I just want to play games and know, and here's the place that I'm doing that, and obviously know it here now, and it seemed like the best thing to do.
Did you have conversations with people at Port Vale about your time here? What did they make of your opening 11 games that you did manage to get under your belt?
Yeah, listen, they were really happy about it. I think that's what they wanted as well. They just wanted me playing as many games as possible. It was just obviously a bit of a setback with the injury, but hopefully we can go again now to the end of the season.
You're back now, full training, I assume. How is the hamstring feeling?
No, it feels really good. Ready to go.
Because obviously before you left, I think the general consensus was that you had about 8 pairs of lungs, and because you like doing your running now. Yeah. How does it feel? Does it feel any different, the changing room now to when you left before? Or was it more or less the same attitude that you came away from?
No, it's quite similar. We're all aiming for the same things. Obviously a few new faces in there that I'm getting to know, which is always good. But yeah, similar goals.
The table is extremely tight, and the opportunity to get up and towards the playoffs is very much still there. As a unit, what do you think this club needs to do to get itself back in the playoff picture and back in the mix of those playoff places?
I just think with football anything can happen. Obviously we'll take it one game at a time, but there's a lot of games coming up, and we could be in a really good position after the next 2-3 weeks. So we'll just work from game to game, try and be as solid as we can, and also try and get forward, get goals, and then you never know what can happen.
Dagenham away this weekend. It's going to be a reasonably tricky one. They've had 3 losses on the bounce, but against quite big teams. What have you made of them so far this season?
Yeah, they're a decent side. I remember we played them here. It was one of my first games, and we played really well, but they still tested us. We came away 1-0. So we were buzzing, so hopefully we can go to their place and do the same.
You got an assist in that game, didn't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did. And the other bit of news that came out yesterday, in fact, it was about the promotion spots, and the Football League requesting that 3 promotion spots be made available to National League teams, saying this needs to be put forward. Do you feel that actually going forward it would be more beneficial to football to have 3 promotion spots available from this league? Do you think it would make it more interesting?
It is an interesting one, isn't it? Because I've always thought it is obviously having 2. It's been like that since I've really known about the National League, and I think it would make it a bit more interesting because obviously it's tough to get promoted when there's only 1 automatic space, and then obviously the playoffs, anything can happen. So yeah, I don't think it's a terrible idea, but that's up to the powers that be and to decide whether it'll go ahead or not.
And in terms of your own personal development for the next 6 months or going towards the end of the season, have you set yourself any goals of what you'd like to do and what you'd like to achieve in your time here?
I just want to play every game to the end of the season. That's my main target, and obviously I'll look at individual games and what I want to and how I want to perform in them games. But as a whole, I just want to play every game to the end of the season now. And
from a personal perspective, being a young guy travelling around the country, I don't think many people will think about the aspect you're going from Port Vale to Yeovil. Obviously, other clubs interested in you. How tricky is it at your age to up sticks and move regularly? Is there quite a lot of upheaval in your life?
Yeah, obviously. It's the first time I've really had to move away for football. But it's a thing a lot of players do. It's part of the job. So I think it's good for me to experience it so young, and obviously it'll help me in the future as well.
What are the things about it you've really enjoyed?
Just meeting new people. Obviously being in a new building, I've always known Vale, so to get to know everyone here and how they work. It's been really good for me.
And what's it been like in terms of you being at home and setting yourself up here? Are you a good cook? Do you look after yourself all right? Have you got people helping you?
I'm trying. My mum's sending me like recipes down because I'm quite boring with my food. I'll just cook the same thing every night, just the standard stuff. But she says I should try and change it up. So yeah, I'm all right though.
I'll ask you again in a few weeks for some good recipe ideas. Great, that's perfect, James.
Give your budding young Glover a day to remember with our Yeovil Town mascot package. Walk out on the pitch with the players for a warm-up, meet the manager, get a junior match ticket as well as a programme, signed match ball, plus a drink and a snack, all for just £99. See ytfc.net for details.